time for some football. Welcome to Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Ty Chandler to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by the Louisville products. I know those folks are excited for him, as are the folks from Texas Tech and Oregon. Here's Tyler Shuck.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit. And Tyler's got a lot of it.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Etienne. And they won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Well, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play action, Chuck. Steps up and he's running with it. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
A motion to tight end left. On 2nd down, it's ETN. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Shuck. He's making a bid for it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. The tight end in motion now. Here's ETN on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. ETN again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd down, here's Shuck. Making the call himself. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Shuck now on 1st down. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On a keeper, here's Shuck. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Motioning left is their running back. Shuck. Caught by his back. Kamara. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd and long for him here. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all all about.
Offense.
Don't want to give them another shot at third down, so they'll bring up fourth while they can and decline the flag. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this is no good. From this distance, issues on that snap are going to doom you every time. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks, you got to keep on throwing. But, boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just to not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Ryan Rico headed back out for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
1st and 10 from the 32. They'll try it left with ETN. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the pistol, they're going to run with ETN. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Pistol snap here to show. This one's caught. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on this field is reversed.
The touchdown disappears. He was not able to reach the end zone after all. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints go up 6-0 here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. This makes it up to the 25. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. First call here coming from the shotgun. Motioning one of the tight ends. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Burrow to the air now. Set up the screen to Chase. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
5 men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Takes it in at the 21. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Saints come marching onto the field. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Chuck now from the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14. First down, New Orleans.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Chuck working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Johnson once more. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Escapes. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
He's already attempted one this quarter, and now they're going to bring him on again. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this is no good from this distance. Issues on that snap are going to doom you every time. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? Mm-hmm. As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st down, Burrow to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Burrow. The left side, and Gesicki has it. And And he's tackled for a short gain.
Complete to Chase.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
And the Bengals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. 1 quarter away so far. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Burrow. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Again, it's Burrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Saints to the line now. First and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get an even 10 on that play. Man, that's good for a Saints first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. EA Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background that every ho-hum run is a bigger play, but just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
To throw, Shuck. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Third down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here. They'll throw, third and long. Complete out to the right. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Shuck, first and 10. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So it'll be second down.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Shuck on third down. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And hey, at least he held onto the football. They will get nothing on that return. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. That one gonna go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Burrow on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Burrow now on first down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Burrow from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. Here comes the Saints offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
On play action, here's Shump. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. Chuck working from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Ryan Wright on to punt. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense getting a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's 1st and goal. Burrow to the air now. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13. Looking to throw, Burrow. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up fourth and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
A 30-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The New Orleans offense set to go now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Shuck now on first down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
50 yards on the play. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10. Here's Shuck. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Hits his running back. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
ETN on third down. This gets the first and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a second quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, It puts 6 on the board for the offense.
For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints take a 4-point lead.
14, Bengals 10.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Samaje Perine on the return. Things going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Dump off caught by his back. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Brought down by Julian Blackmon.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They give on second. It's Brown. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Burrow setting the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Second and 3 now. To throw again, it's Burrow. This one's caught. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Burrow's going to sneak it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Running out of chances. Here's third and goal. From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a second quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
Bengals 17, Saints 14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Saints, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Etienne gets it.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 26-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Chuck now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
He tucks it and takes off.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
45-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Chuck's gonna throw here. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for a Saints First down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shuck. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Shuck. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw again here, it's Shuck. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
3rd down, here's Shuck. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints take a 4-point lead.
21, Bengals 17.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. On the return, this is Tiburon. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bengals with one final possession now in our opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. They send the tight end in motion left. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. On first down, here's Burrow. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So that brings up 2nd down.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest. That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass and the receiver, do your job.
On 2nd and 10 now, it's Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. The left side, and Gesicki has it. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Brought in right side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Tight end in motion right. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Burrow from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Running it here with ETN. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. ETN again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long for him here. On the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary making that stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Burrow. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So 1st down from the 41. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He gets forward, that's back 4 yards. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. setting to throw. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
59-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Chandler now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Saints, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Off the play action, Chuck. Check this one down to Etienne. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. He sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Etienne on the give. He dodged the tackle. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They go right back to Etienne. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. From the pistol, they're going to run with Etienne. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Counter give to Etienne. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Screen here for Kamara. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Well, with 2 misses on his ledger already, maybe a surprise. They let him try one from this distance, but what a way to respond. What a way to move past those misses. Hits an absolute bomb for his first field goal of the game.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. On the return, this is Tiburon. Making some progress here. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First down now, ball at the 33. Now Burrow. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's caught. Chase has it. And he has this down to the 34. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
That's good for the Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Burrow now on 1st down. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Burrow. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. We've got a screen to the running back. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Sticking in the air, and it's Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a third-quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
McPherson to add the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
Bengals 27, Saints 24.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
Chandler now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Chuck now from the gun. Taken in by Vele, right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
They'll bring out the punter here. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's not quite that fast. Led him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Saints come marching onto the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down now, ball at the 33. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Shuck. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
3rd down, here's Shuck. Great catch on the sideline there. Oh, wait, tried to toe tap, thought he had it. Oh, no, they're calling it incomplete. Great effort, but just couldn't get the feet in. On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Burrow. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Burrow from the gun. Gets him on the in route. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Bengals, 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's Burrow. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. To throw again. It's Burrow. That's him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's good.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Brown on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Throwaway and incomplete. Kool-Aid McKinstry there defensively.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the box. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a 1st down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And 2nd down's gonna be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're gonna realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That is caught. He's got Brown. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Finding Brown back-to-back plays. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 9-point advantage. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game.
Bengals 34, Saints 24.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Return coming from the 6. Things going well so far. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Saints send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Hits his running back. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 from the 43. Shuck working from the gun. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Short side option here, he's running left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Saints 1st down. A gain of 7.
Not a lot of time to make the call on who gets the ball there. You need a guy who can make that split-second decision right on time. QB handled that one well. Ended up calling his own number and giving the 1st down.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
brought down behind
Maybe the
line of
wrong
scrimmage.
read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Throwing, shot. Screen here for Camara. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on second down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Let's see what they went with. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defended by Julian Blackman.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Chuck now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Shot. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Man in motion, headed right. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He finds Bailey working downfield here. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Here's shot, 1st and 10. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
34. Saints 31.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Short pass brought in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. Setting up the screen. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here comes the Saints offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, Chubb. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Chuck's going to throw here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Chuck. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again here, it's Chuck. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
3rd down, here's Chuck. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Chuck now on 1st down. He takes it himself. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Chuck to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw. He's going to run for it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and goal.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They'll run, ETN. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Saints with a little more work to do to win it here. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Chase Brown, his intended target, out of the backfield. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
Now to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
He was covered by Caden Ellis.
Here he is to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Has him 48. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. On the ground, Brown. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. Setting up to pass. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
For Drew Sample, incomplete. Brings up third down and 4.
Needing 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Here he is to throw. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
ETN, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. First call here coming from the shotgun. First throw of overtime. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down, Burrow to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, they need 7. Throwing is Burrow. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Quincy Riley on the coverage.
Now send their tight end right. On third down, here's Burrow. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So out now comes the punter. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. The New Orleans offense set to go now. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary. This might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes the stand. Now the other side gets a chance to go win it.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's second down. They run it from the gun with Kamara. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Etienne on third down. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up fourth down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this needs to be a good one. They got after it, but he sends it away, and it is crushed. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. On the keeper, here's Shaw. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On the traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Try in the air now. Here's Shaw. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Here's ETN on first down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shuck working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. And the Popeye's back. Camaro. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Completed to his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Slot man in motion left. Throw here, 3rd down. It's on target to Johnson. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Saints first down. A gain of 14.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Well, Brock, they're in range for a game-winning field goal, but the offense staying out there right now. It's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. To throw again here, it's Shuck. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Third down, here's Shuck. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Slot man's in motion right. Camara now on 1st and 10. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Gets it running the sweep. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now a pitch to Kamara. Trying to get this one outside block, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down. Trying for it with Shuck. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game.
Touchdown, Saints.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Cincinnati.